Where he at? Where they at with it? It's about to go down. Okay, we starting to tune in. What's up, y'all? I see y'all. Come on with it. Okay. Let everything build up in here. Yeah. UMC TAKEOVER. I see all the names. They flashing by so fast I can't even catch it. What up, Kenny? I see y'all. Pretty Twin. Attorney Yang. JW Prince. I see y'all jumping. Yeah, there you go. No, I never did a live. I've been going on my own joint live. It took me a second to figure this one out. But I'm on here. Come on with it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. We got a lot to talk about today. Let me see. Now, how's this going to go down? What we doing here? Reeves girl, pretty lady 601. Keep rising, Tyra. Ebony, a.k.a. Lily. Chaz Michelle. See y'all chiming in. The Riz Riders is jumping in here. We're going to let it build up a little bit. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me well? Let me know y'all can hear me and see what I'm saying if I got this right. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can y'all hear me yet? What's the word? Yes, yes, and yes. There it is. Millen Kerr says she can hear me. JW Prince said he can hear me. Fred said he can hear me. Queen J. Hey, what's going on, y'all? That's what it is. We're going to have Johnny joining in a little bit. I'm going to kick this off first by myself. You know what I mean? What time is it? We already live, right? We're supposed to be starting this up. I'm going to give enough people time to get in. Kiki, what's up, girl? I see you. There it is. All right. That's all I needed to know. They say I can hear me clear, so we good to go. Nice. Yeah. Marquez. Fluffy Muff. Okay. Danny Astoria. I see y'all, man. Nice. Say you can hear me loud and clear. Good. So we straight. I don't know what we're supposed to do first. I'm so excited, though. We're going to make something happen. You know what I mean? What's up, man? Live in New York, Danny Astoria. Tarkeisha. Yeah, Misunderstood. Red Bones in the building. I see y'all. African Charmin. Miss Wanda, 3A. I see y'all, baby girl. I'm Kevin Nelson. What up, Kev? I ain't gonna give it all away, man. We're gonna talk about this documentary. We're gonna get into some of y'all's questions. We're gonna talk about it all, man. Get into what everybody wanna know and find out. I wanna find out how y'all felt about it, all that good stuff. So, we got about an hour to get it in, So we got time. I ain't going nowhere. We're gonna keep it 100 the whole night. Atlanta's in the house. I see you. Busybody. Princess Kaylona. Is that it? I'm trying to read these. They moving so fast. Miss Wanda 38. Amber Vision 717. Pep Susie. Rosie from the Shies in the building. Marty's in the building. What's up, girl? I see y'all. All right. We get ready to get it in. I don't even know where to begin. Is it already time? I'm supposed to be starting this at 5. I was just chiming in to make sure everything was working, yo. The Detroit's in the building. Yolanda, what's up? Hey, First Lady, I can see everybody in here. African Shaman too. Tamara, Tammy Jackson. It's moving so fast. Chi-Town. Sophia Dudley's in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all see all the fam joining. Jazzy B for Riz is in the building. Get it, girl. Good to see you on here. Gonna give it a little more time for everybody to chime in, because everybody's expecting it to be around 5 o'clock. So we'll give them a little bit more time before we jump in. DC's in the building. I see you. Yeah. The riders are mounting up, man. I love it. Yes. Quell said, how am I going to support? What's that? What my daughter talking about? Quell need to jump in here. No, she had me crying on my documentary, man. All my kids did. Except Dakari. Dakari's crazy self had me rolling. I hope y'all checked it out, man. If not, don't sleep. It's the first time I got a chance to really talk about it from my perspective, man. Let y'all know what this journey's been like for me. In a small way, we don't have a whole lot of time to wrap up 40-something years, but we got it in there somehow. We got the parts that made sense, stuff I felt like everybody needed to know. We had some tears shedded from the doc. I'm gonna tell you what had the quell cracking up today when I told her I was going through Amazon Prime to look for some movies, and I saw my icon pop up from a closer look. I said, look at me, I'm doing it. We on our way. It was fun to see it pop up there amongst all those movies and all that stuff that I've been watching all this time, especially during the COVID. I've been watched everything. And to see my little thing pop up in there, I was like, go ahead, Riz. Shout out to UMC. My man Isaac for helping put it together. This girl Sharon, producer. Everybody made it work, man. It was a good look. It's still a good look. Everybody seems to like it. Having a good time. With it, enjoying what they're saying. So that's what it is. This is the Tresvant takeover. I feel like I needed some music. I needed my turntables up here, man, so I could set some background music with it. You know what I mean? This is my first time going live. I've never even gone live on my own joint. I'm gonna start doing this. I like this. This is cool. Now that I know how to do it. Shout out to Lydia and the girl for helping me and walking me through it, because I was lost. But I had to log into their account, so that's what made it different. Yeah, that's right. I'm drinking milk, baby. I'm drinking organic, 100%. Coconut milk. What's up, Faison? I see you. Look at them. They mounting up in a real way. Come on, riders. Show them how we get down. Candy Girl, Carmel Angel. See y'all dancing, man. What you looking at, Marty? Got the eyeglass, got the icons up there. But you scoping from a distance. I'm glad y'all like the new single as well, man. Thanks for pushing that all mine up the top like y'all been doing. We still got work to do, but my people behind it. Shout out to SRG, JG, Skills Records, J Skills, Nas Tap Records. We making it happen, man. We still got work to do. We got the video out there. It's at like 3 million, 3-point-something million streams. The record's still downloading at about a rate of 150 a week. It's doing real well. And that's all because of you, man, So once again, look, who's that? Once again, good looking out. Devin Haley, Big Pain 617. I see you, family. Tanya Faison in the building. All mine. Y'all are all mine. Godfather, Pone, I see you. Baby girl, extremely blessed, 228. Keep rising. Paris, France. What it do? Shout out to all the NE family. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Johnny, Brooke Payne. For life. Y'all know how we get down. The love is real. The love is strong. So we can do anything. That's on deck. Can pull everything off. Who's that? Toya Hill too? You in there? I see you. Mm-hmm. Mike, that's who it was. Big Pain, that's Mike Payne. What up, baby? Trees to you, man. You see the stripes. Mad love, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, man. You know, give my love to the family, bro. You know, and the wifey. I know y'all doing it big over there. Miss Wanda's in the building. Extremely blessed. I see you. Mm-hmm. Angie Pride 95. Come on with it, y'all. We mounting up. It's going down. All the families in here, man. Get it. Houston's in the house. Sis Smith, I see you. The real Johnny Gill 22. Come on, Princess Kelowna. Y'all getting it in. Ambrose, your fever. Ambrose is in the building. What's up, girl? Long time rider as well. We got the riders in the building. In a minute, we're going to have to let Johnny in, man. What time is it? Johnny's here already? He didn't already jumped in? Hold on, I didn't see Johnny. Where you at, Skills? Hold up. Did I miss him go by? Alright, see, I'm new to this live, man. I don't know how that all works. Chastity's in the building. Subtle 7067. I think that's what it said. It's moving so quick. I can't keep up with everything everybody's saying. 810. Alright, so that's Georgia. So we in. We starting it up. It's time to get it popping. Hold on. Man, see, what's these buttons down here do? I don't want to cut nobody off, man. We mess around and mess up. Durham. Riley's in the building. Where Johnny at? I'm supposed to be able to add him. I didn't see him go through the screen, though. Y'all better tell me how this works. Bad and Bougie Jersey. Come on now, hold on. What's this right here? If I click that, what does it do? Uh-oh. Real Johnny? I don't know what that did. That's supposed to add him in there.
All night long.
There you go. Big bro.
All night long.
I didn't know how to add you for a minute, man. I was sitting here like I'm gonna have to do this by myself. It down to the fan by myself, man.
How you making out?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to this. First time I've ever gone live like this, so it's kind of different for me. Have you done the live thing yet?
Yeah, I used to do it years ago.
They just brought this to the table, man. It couldn't have been that long ago.
Huh? Oh yeah, man. Sure, I used to do it years ago, man. Back in 1963, man. Let me tell you, man, we didn't go live, man. We used to have to, use some smoke signals, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let it go, they wouldn't let us go live. Huh? Yeah, man.
Oh my God, man. Look at you. You over there looking like you on some kind of workout plan or something. What you doing, man?
Man, I'm over here hiding from I divorced the food and I'm hiding from Corona.
Well, we all hide from Corona, man. It depends on what food you want to eat. Man.
I think after these votes finish up, we would have gotten rid of Corona.
That's what we're trying to do today, man. We're going to kill the COVID, baby.
We're killing the COVID, baby. America has killed the COVID.
Kill the COVID. I'm looking at all these comments, man. They having fun already, man. They enjoying seeing you on here, bro. I watched them start shouting you when you came out. That's how I knew you was here. Because I started seeing the comments talk about Johnny's in the building. I'm like, really? Where?
Yeah, I mean, huh?
Hey,
yeah,
we got one up. Yeah, man.
So, man, I've been watching, looking at the comments too from everyone just enjoying the show. That has been, I tell you, man, I'm so happy that everyone they're getting the chance to see your journey because it is long overdue. So
kept it quiet for me, man. Right? It just wasn't a part of me, man, to go out there and talk about my personal life and stuff, Johnny. So, I mean, it's all in due time.
I'm proud of you.
I
proud of
appreciate it.
you. And I tell you, man, even I learned something throughout the process of it. And I've always said that I'm a Ralph Tresvant fan. So it was just like to really get a chance to see some things that we've never really gotten an opportunity to see through through your eyes and your journey with the whole, just your family, your kids, the stuff that we don't get a chance to see that often was just, when I tell you, that was powerful and just heartfelt. I could watch it 15 million times and it's still, I get the same impact.
I'll never forget when you called me, man, when we was watching, we went through a lot to try to edit it and make sure it was right. You called me, was like, man, the kids got me, man.
Yeah, they got me. Every time I got to watching that, I couldn't. I had to gather myself, man. I had to gather myself. I was like, "Come on, man. We tough, man. We can't do that." Every time they get me.
Yeah, you can just feel it. You can see and you can tell that, they just like me. They keep it 100, and their feelings, they wear their heart on their sleeves like I do.
Yeah.
So you start talking about certain things, it just stirs up all of those different feelings, the memories and all the stuff that had to go down and what they endured, and watching what I've endured, and I saw it in their faces, and I can't get past that part, man, without
Yeah,
breaking
man.
down.
That's it. Kids. Every time we get to that part, it really just warms my heart, and I love that part because those are the things that when we talk about as parents, you think about the fact that you hope that you're laying the groundwork and you're planting the seeds, and you don't know what those seeds are going to ultimately become until they reach that point, till they start to grow, and then you got to see which way it's going, which way it's going to ultimately go. But it is probably, as a parent, just incredible to watch and see your kids understand, even when they was younger, but to come full circle, to understand the struggles, understand the challenges, understanding that even as a parent, we're not perfect. We wish we was, but that's not the case. But love conquers it all. It's like you go through your process of living life and your journey and the challenges, raising kids and working and trying to take care of the family. But when it still comes from a place, whether the outcome of it turns out the way you want it to or not, but still coming from a place of a desire of love and protecting your family, it comes full circle. And there's nothing greater than watching it and listening when you see that they get it and they understand, and watch you just come full circle. Amazing. It's just amazing. Who the hell is just calling me right now? They know I got things to do.
Here you go. Tell them we busy, man. We on here with the Riz Riders and the GG Road right now. We
Man, they
got
don't
time.
understand. I got to finish counting the rest of these boats because I'm the next president.
Somebody better be counting these votes. Like, what's going on with that, right?
After these 4 years are up, I'm running for president.
You going for it? You might as well,
I'm
man.
going for it because I got a lot of things that I need to do in helping America to not be great again, but to get back on their feet again. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help America get back on their feet again.
What you gonna do for America? How you gonna do that?
Well, what I'm gonna do first, my first order of business is anyone that's an adult over at some period of time, they pay taxes. I'm going to do something nice for everyone. Everyone gets 1 year exempt for 1 year of no taxes. Just one. Yeah, if you paid a certain amount in taxes thus far in your life over a period of time. I think we paid enough taxes at some point. We all should just get one out of your lifetime where you're just exempt for 1 year. That would be pretty awesome.
Man, I wish somebody would offer that. If you go for that, I think I'm voting for Johnny out the gate.
Oh yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm doing something great. Then I'm gonna move next to the next level, the next phase of everything, and that is with this whole police reform thing that they're talking about. I came up with a great idea.
What's that?
To help cut down on some of the killings with these cops, with our people of color, I decided that I'm going to create another weapon for the cops to use. I hate to use this term because it's not probably politically correct, but when you watch what happens with animals when they shoot them and they tranquilize them when they want to put them, you know, to get them safely back to, you know, and they don't want to approach them, so they might be dangerous. I'm thinking we need to create a gun that will, that you could use, that they could use, you know, when you're dealing with people that are having mental issues or might be on drugs, you know, use a gun that might, that you can shoot that can just kind of, that could take them down. And, you know, so you don't necessarily have to kill them, because obviously I understand as a cop, they want to go home to their families. And when someone becomes a threat, you never hear cops shoot, and you hear, or when you watch a shooting that a cop just only use one bullet and said, I'm gonna shoot the leg. They're only trained to shoot to kill. So I figured, hey, get them one of those a weapon that causes that's like a gun that they could use that shoots, that actually can kind of what's the word I'm looking for? That when you shoot them, that can sedate them, I think. And
I thought that's what the stun gun was supposed to do.
no,
The tape.
the stun gun don't sedate them. That shocks the body, shock them, and keep them under. You know, I'm talking about when you're dealing with people that's got these issues. Get them, you know, a gun that kind of, that you could use that actually would sedate them. They got to obviously be trained to use and use their judgment of going, okay, this person's not in their right mind, or this person I think they're on drugs, or this person have some kind of mental illness, and they are a threat to me. Instead of using a gun, a gun to shoot someone, then use a gun that will sedate them, so that they can, you know, then do what they need to do to get them and take them where they need to be to get the help. I think it'll cut down on killing people. I think.
Everybody down here, Johnny, everybody's saying a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah,
That's pretty much
tranquilizer guns, you know, something that just sedate people, so that, you know, and they can use it, their better judgment to go, okay, this guy's definitely not totally here, and it looks like he might be on something, or this person is not, seems like they might be not, you know, mentally stable. So, you know, I think it'll help maybe give them another option, you know what I'm saying, to help start to try to think about how to, you know, deal with the situation a little bit better. Because, you know, as a cop, think about it. When you find someone that no matter what's happening, if they're on drugs or if they're mentally ill, and that someone's coming at them, they're, you know, their lives is ultimately too is at risk. So their only thing is now they have to do what they need to do, or they're trying to do what they're trying to do to save themselves, because they want to go home to their family. So I'm thinking maybe I could create, you know, a weapon that's something that, or they should be able to create a weapon that allows them to be able to have two options. If someone's got a gun and you're dealing with that kind of stuff in your life, it's a threat or in danger, then cool. But if you're dealing with people that are just high, might be having mental issues, and you need to still get them and take them where they need to go and safely, then sedate them.
okay.
I think that's a better option than shooting.
Yeah, man. They had the phrases. They, you know, they just got to make the cops carry them joints. They be having rubber bullets. They don't put in the gun. They don't ever pull them out. That's supposed to just, you know, hurt you
Now
without
let's see
killing
what
you.
else. What else would I do when I become president?
That's it.
No. I got a lot of things I'm gonna do. And then my next order of business is we're gonna start in the deep South. We're gonna go state by state, dealing with the governor, dealing with let's see, the prosecutors, dealing with the chiefs, the police, dealing with all of these people that we need to really flesh out, look at their records, look at what they've done and haven't done, look at the people that have been incarcerated, and let's try to figure out some of those that were wrongfully incarcerated. And we, you know, because I looked at these documentaries and I see all of these documentaries with these people that were wrongly incarcerated, and the prosecutors they're always, normally, a lot of them have hidden evidence that could have really, you know, exonerated them. And when you find out the stuff that they did to railroad them, and to think about the fact that the prosecutors, and they get to still walk around, even though they committed a crime, they get to still walk around and keep it moving. Like, they don't get charged for actually committing a crime to someone, that gets someone, lock them up, or you got some evidence that you're hiding or trying to keep so that you could keep that person locked down. It's like, okay, so if you're breaking the law, you're gonna have to deal with the same thing everybody else has to deal with. I think we need to start doing that. So I think you got to do that one slowly. So I'm thinking, you know, state by state. We start in the deep south and places like Louisiana, Texas, and those kind of places where we know it's just racism exists, that we need to figure out how to flush some of these people out. And then third or fourth, I don't know which one I'm on, but I'm getting ready. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to run for president. Then,
come on with it, baby.
you know, I'm just saying, you know, the prize is here. Don't y'all worry.
You gonna give me back some of my land? I want my land back. What happened to that? What you gonna do as a president to get black people?
I can give you your land back, but no mules. No 40 acres in a mule. You can't. No, King. We can't have that.
I don't need no mule. I just want my land, man. I want something I could build my own stuff on, grow my own. You know, I think we all supposed to get that at this point. Where's the reparations? You gonna help with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, I think we're way overdue for that as well. You know, they don't understand in America, when one flourish, we all flourish. If we all, you know, that's how you get the money circulating, people are working and everybody. So, you know, you got to make sure everybody has a great opportunity and a shot and a chance at a better way and quality of life. So, you know, I'm laying out all my plans. I'm telling you, I'm running for president after these 4 years is up. I am.
Okay. You know, who's your vice president? Who you gonna have on beside you, baby?
My vice president, probably gonna get Janet.
You gonna bring Janet back in? She gonna bring some control back to the game, huh?
Yeah, Miss Jackson if you're nasty. You know.
Come on,
so,
man.
So yeah.
I want to give you. What about me? What am I gonna do? What part of the cabinet can I get in where I fit in?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You could even take Blinky's place. That works for Trump because he's gone with Trump. That helps with the black community and the housing departments and all that kind of stuff. And then you could deal with the music stuff and keep all that stuff under, because you know we've been getting robbed for years by the record labels and by stuff. It's time for us to stand up and figure out what we're gonna have to do and put some kind of plan in place to stop allowing people to rob us the way that they've been robbing us. And we're the only music industry, we don't have no real committee where, you know, like the union, like the football or baseball, and you know, we don't have nobody to represent us in that manner. So we need to do that so we can start allowing us, you know, people to flourish and also have a great opportunity to reap the rewards for their hard work. We've been getting screwed for so many years.
Okay. Well, you know, you had me at the money, 40 acres and a Jeep.
Yeah. No mule, though. I can get you some land. You know, y'all, we deserve a little land. You know what I'm saying? The president is here. That's right. They call me the pres, and I'm here. I'm here to get America back on their feet again. Not make America great again. When was America ever great? I'm here to put you back on your feet.
What? America's on its back for sure. We got to get it on its feet. The thing would be,
I'm the man for the job.
We got to deal with laws, acts, and treaties, man. We got to go in there and have somebody who can properly go up in there and properly deal with those, man. Because every time we get somebody in there, we just start marching around and holding up picket signs and saying what's wrong. But what's wrong is the way that the laws are set up. It's set up against us in a way where certain ways that different ways that what they call in categories right now. That's what they're calling categories. But basically, how you nationalize yourself and how you go in here it makes a difference, man. When you see everybody else got real nationalities based on nations, we sitting around still basing how we categorize ourselves off of Crayola colors and stuff like that, man. And we got to go into them acts, them laws, and them treaties if we really want to make a difference. Just bring somebody up in there to do that and watch how fast things change.
Well, and then last but not least, barbecue chicken for everyone.
He's back, baby. Now you know what I want. Hey, man.
You wait till I get to the White House. We're going to have barbecues every weekend. Every weekend.
We got 4 years for that, man. In the meantime, within these 4 years, what we doing as far as artists and music and getting back out here and doing, look, everybody's like, yay, chicken. Y'all.
You know, we having a barbecue every weekend at the White House. Matter of fact, I'm painting the White House black until I get out.
That's all we need, man. You're going to put the uproar. It's gonna be
Oh
right.
man, what a great day in America. I can't wait till they finish this thing, get this over with. 2020 was a horrible, I mean, it was a tough, tough, tough year, but how sweet would it be to be able to end 2020 knowing that we can look forward to a change, to a different person in office to begin to clearly hold his feet or and her feet to the fire as we start to move forward, to grow, to try to get things back on track. I think that it couldn't have happened at a better time. I'm disappointed that it is even as close as it has been. But at the end of the day, it just goes to show you there's a lot of people that make up the world. And I wish I could, because I don't really care if it's just a Republican versus a Democrat, if it was just that simple and that's what we were just dealing with. But ultimately, what we was dealing with this election was, it was good versus evil. That's all this was about. And I am so glad and feel like we have, at times, even my own, I even started to question. I'm going, God, why are you allowing this and someone to take and do this to our country, our world, when we got the future of our kids? But you know what? I stopped and started thinking about all of that stuff and realized Donald Trump served a purpose. He took all of those that were walking around with the sheets over their heads and allowed them to come up with some air. So now, guess what? We know who you are.
Show their panties.
Yeah, he turned on the light and they all came running out like roaches. So we now know who they are, and it's okay. That's how you are, and that's how you feel. At least I know who you are now. So he did serve a purpose.
Yeah, he did.
He did. And he showed us how far we've really come and what we're really surrounded around, and the people, the evil people and the evil ways of people that are around us, and then, that we're surrounded around, that we sometimes, we fell asleep behind the wheel and forgot, so hey, listen, man, I'm just grateful, and I can't wait for them to finally get this thing done, and to be able to confirm our next leader of the free world, and for us to start to look and have something to look forward to when it comes down to having someone who has some level of humility, who has some level of a heart and can act accordingly when it comes down to dealing with people who are, when you're talking about being a representative for our country. So I'm just like, hey, man, even though 2020 has been a long, tough year, this would be the greatest gift one could give to us all, to look forward to 2021 with a new start, a new fresh start. And I'm happy. But I'm still running for president. So that's going to be in, 2025, 2024? No, 2025, right?
Y'all heard him. He said he's running. No, we're gonna see what it is. He gave us some of his running points, so we got something to grow on. Yeah. Anyway, man.
And to my brothers and my dear brothers, from Kanye to Lil Wayne to who was a Q, to who else? A little pimp that they call Pump, a little pump that your boy called Pimp, Little Pimp. Let me say this, because everyone gets the right to vote for whoever they want to vote for. We that's the beauty of life, and having the opportunity and to be able to do what we do. But I know, as a black man, no matter what success I've had across the field, across the line with white people, I love them all, and I thank them too for their support. But the reality is that I'm a black man, and as a black man, I know the struggle because I've been through it. We all have been through it.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed that we that support those guys that I name and have for many years, and them knowing the struggle that we're all in, it's part of the reason why we're always at the bottom of the totem pole, because there's really never any unity. We can be sold for whatever the reasons. And at some point, we're going to have to understand, when you look at the Jews, when you look at other ethnic groups, they stand together. There's strength in numbers. And we just don't know haven't gotten to that point yet, to learn how to. My mom once said, you know, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I am so just disturbed because every one of those guys, what I call them, they know the struggle. We all know the struggle. And we have to continue to work to make a difference for our babies, for the future of our kids. And that guy was not it. That wasn't a politician. And if that was a politician and you chose to do that, cool. Clearly, we saw a very evil man. Evil has nothing to do with politics. It was evil versus good. And I'm just disappointed because if it was about the politics and it was just you go on with the Republican versus the Democrat, right on, bro. But that's your choice. But that's not what this was about. And they know that's not what this is about. We saw a man doing what he's been doing and trying to continue to create conflict and a feeling that he can do whatever he wants to do. I'm disappointed, very disappointed in my guys. And I hope that at some point that, you know, not that we have to sit here and talk about it, that we can look them in the eye face to face and talk about that and be able to say, hey, man, you're still my brother, but I'm really disappointed. I'm disappointed because this wasn't about politics. This was about good versus evil. So I'm running for president.
A lot of stuff. 2024, baby.
That's right. Listen. So you tell Kanye, bring it on if he wants to go against me, because I'm coming again. I'm coming, and I don't know if he's coming again. So let's go.
Makes a lot of sense, man. Makes a lot of sense, though. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be, we got to unite. I think one of the things it did prove or show us is that, like you said, we dropped the ball somewhere, and it's time to pick it back up, unite, have a sense of unity and togetherness. Like we can't sit back and just let everybody go after this election, just split up and go their own ways and, you know, back into the little same habits that we've been having. This is a time where we realize what's really been going on, or we've been feeling it all along, but this allowed us to really see how far apart we've been and how much we needed each other. And, you know, Ubuntu, baby, I am because we are. I have because we have. If we don't move that way, you know, it's going to be.
And then another thing that I think that we have a serious challenge with, that we're going to have to start to face, the pink elephant that's really in the room. And that is, we got so many old people in the Senate and the politicians that are around. They're old with old ideas. And we're at some point going to have to continue to work slowly to put people in there that are a little younger with fresh ideas to help to move America to the next phase, the next level. That's the reason why we're still dealing with systemic, what was it? I keep going, I'm getting excited. Racism. And it's coming from the fact that we got old people with old mindsets, old habits that are hard to break. Old thought patterns that are not going to change. And it is going to be up to us to continue to encourage young people to stop thinking just about bouncing a ball and hitting a ball and, you know, playing football and some of the other things. We're going to need people of color and young people to begin to understand that, you know, there's a lot of ways to also other ways of making an incredible living and doing it with helping other people to grow and to helping to make our place more of an even battlefield and ground for all of us, you know. So that's what I loved watching when I was watching the George Floyd demonstration, seeing people from all over the world, from all races, saying, we ain't with that. And that was most of the young people, black, white, green, orange. They all were saying, yo, we're not with that program that they're on. And so it's time for a shift, where we need to start getting more younger people in here to start so we can have new, fresh ideas. And so I'm going to do that too. And, you know, when I become president. So I got a lot of ideas.
Well, there it is, man. You know, I didn't know we was going to get so deep and so serious with it. But Johnny Gill, 2024, y'all heard him. It's going down.
Is running for president.
I don't think the world is ready.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
We got a lot of people on there. The riders are joining. They're mounted up in a major way, Johnny. I'm looking at it. They're moving so fast. I can't really sit down and see what they're saying. But I see, you know, I catch the quotes, but before I can see who said it, it's gone.
And
but I love it.
One more issue I want to address for everybody. This is gonna be serious. This is deep. This is heavy. Let's get some videos. Let's get videos. Make some a video or whatever they want to do to put in the schools to teach our kids what they need to do and how they need to carry themselves when they're detained, when you get stopped by the cops. Not only the kids, we need to address the pink elephant in the room with our own brothers and sisters and those that are looking and have an outlook and attitude because they don't like the law. Anytime a man got a gun and you don't have one, people, they got one up on you. Always remember that. And the man that you don't like or the officers you don't like, regardless of whatever the case is, remember this. When you're being combative with them, that's just a man in a suit. You could push his buttons and he's already got one up on you. You're going to have a problem. At some point, you got to humble yourself. And it's not just them. We also got an obligation to make sure when we're detained by them to try to be as respectful as you can, to comply so that you can leave with your life. And most of the time, the friends that I've talked to that are cops, they always say, when I pull someone over, you're coming with your guards up because they're like, I don't know what I'm getting ready to encounter. So if you're not going to respond when you're talking to them, not that you got to bow down and kiss their feet, but just good afternoon, how's it going? How's your day? And when they're telling you something that they think, you know how I stop you? No, sir. Well, because of blah, blah, blah. Oh, you know what? I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't even see it. I didn't even notice it. Apologize about that. And not sitting there trying to be combative to tell a cop, no, I didn't. It's like, you know what? Because you ain't going to win that battle. Either they're going to give you a ticket or they're not. And the reality is that if you broke the law, you're going to have to understand that that is their job to do, is to reprimand you or to make sure you're aware of it. So I'm not for just talking about being on the side of the police, but what I'm talking about, what I'm seeing when I look at that young man in Atlanta that was killed really for no reason. He beat the daylights out of those two cops. And then he took their weapon, ran, and was aiming it back at them. That's the cop's weapon. And we got to make sure if we're going to jump at the cops for the things that they do that are wrong, we still need to reprimand our own people to make sure that they understand that you can't do that to the law. You can't do that. And we need to make sure that we don't allow other young men and people of color to begin to believe that I'm more superior than them, or it's go ahead, what are you going to do? Y'all going to shoot me? Oh, because I'm black now, y'all going to shoot me? And then use that as an excuse to justify their action. We still have to, we have to respect the law, no matter what you think about them. And I see a lot of the brothers that, I mean, you see some of the guys out here that hate the cops, that just choose to want to be combative with them because you don't like them. I get all of that stuff. But go away so you do what needs to be done so you could go walk away with your life. That's all.
Yeah.
And I think we need to address that pink elephant in the room, because every person that's gotten shot has not been because just by accident. You know, some of like George Floyd's, that shouldn't have never happened. Breonna Taylor shouldn't have never happened. And then the other ones, I just want people to know and understand that we're not the law, and we have to abide by the law. And that means when you're detained, hold yourself, try to be respectful, to do what needs to be done and comply so that you can try to move forward and move on with your life. And we need to teach our kids, younger kids in school, when you're stopped by the cops, all cops are not bad cops. Here's what we need and how you need to conduct yourself. I think it's important. So I'm running for president. I got a lot of fix for y'all.
How you really feel about it, Johnny? Hey, listen, you're doing all the talking, man. Let me do some talking around here.
Okay, you can talk. Let's talk about music now.
Soon to be president. No, but I love it, man. And as always, we always have these conversations, man. And it's a beautiful thing to let people see where you're coming from. These are great pointers. It starts at the home. You know,
it absolutely does. Absolutely, that's for sure.
Kids from a better way of doing it. They can't be learning from YouTube and watching their friends and, man, they're the police, man. They come up on me. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and you know, end up another one of those statistics, one of those stories that we got to pass around on social media. We don't need any more of these stories, man. We're trying to shut it down. And that's one of the, they already got it out for us. They're already looking like they come out the car ready for you to say something or do something so that they can, you know.
Yeah, but you know, when I talk to some cops and I listen, and you have to listen to their side too, because all cops are not bad cops. They're talking about how they're already intense when they
Yeah,
walking up because they don't know what they're getting ready to encounter. So they come with their guards up already.
exactly.
And when I was, what's the other kid, a young man that got shot with the kids in the car? I was watching the situation with them tussling with him, and then he gets up when he's walking back around the car, and he's walking and he's like giving them he's saying, "F y'all, I'm not you, y'all, you whatever, it's using his, trying to be politically correct, but just telling the cops, I really got no respect for you, for y'all, and F y'all, and then to go inside of your car was a
I get
no-no. It's because at that point, if you're telling them I have no respect for you and I have no regards for you, and then you walk into a car and you're leaning over or reaching in, even me, if I was a cop, I want to go home to my family. Then I know I'm gonna have to make a quick decision. So we got to also be held accountable. We can't just go and put it all on them, because there are some good ones and some bad ones. But we also need to teach our people that we have a responsibility and obligation to try to comply with the law and try to do what we can to get out and get into the situation, get out of that situation safe, and come home and go home.
And y'all see how passionate Johnny is about this, man. He's doing all the talking right now. He ain't letting his brother say nothing.
I'm ready now. We can talk about music. I just want to let y'all know I need them to vote for me. And I know y'all
Campaigning.
need to get that going, because 2024, that comes fast.
Johnny can rap past the mic, man. That's Jay-Z though, man. That's the press, man. Let him do what he got to do. That's big, bro.
Yeah.
And
So Ralph, let's talk about All Mine.
oh my, that's what you want to talk about. Let's talk about something
Yeah.
that's less depressing, man. This is getting me like, man. I want to talk about
All Mine was to me one of the smoothest joints that I think you just freaking just nailed. And I'll never forget playing for some friends at my crib one night, and what I saw when I saw the reaction of everyone, they didn't know who it was, what was going on, and we were just playing music, and then all of a sudden they just went like, I saw everybody go, "Yo, who's that?" And I said, "That's Rizzo."
They didn't understand. They gotta understand, man. Listen, ain't nothing changed. That's how we move.
Yeah. So how are you feeling?
He's that 24/7 all the come on, Johnny. My number one never on the side.
You and I, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that we've gotten the single is up and rocking, the video is going crazy, and now having an opportunity for people to have an insight of who you are, and your journey, and all these things coming and tying themselves together. How are you feeling now? Your thoughts?
For me, man, it's the beginning of the opening. It's like we got to that point where, like I said, I've done the private thing. I've raised my kids away from the public, where they ain't taking pictures of them in diapers and trying to showcase them for the fan base or the internet, or how some of these celebrities be getting money to take pictures of their kids and put it. I don't do all that stuff, man. My thing was separate the entertainer from his personal life, and I've done that all my life. My kids now, they're doing their own pictures. Nicole's on here right now. She know what I'm talking about. They're on a line, and she's coming with a line of her own stuff, and she's working on different products and candles and just all kind of stuff. And I'm watching her and all of my kids express themselves openly these days. So it's nothing for me to have to hide anymore. They can go
Nicole,
do
I
it.
just want you to know, you kept making me cry. Every time I keep seeing that part, you be making me cry. And I don't need to be crying because my glasses get fogged up.
Man, listen, that's my baby girl right there. And just watching her express herself, it was a beautiful thing. But
Oh,
overall, it's
powerful,
time.
powerful.
It was just time to, I can come out there now, and what used to be private are some of the things that I think I kept hearing who I am from other people's perspectives for too long. And it just got to that point where it's like, man, let me lay the law down. Let me let people know who I really am. Let me start speaking. Let me start showing them that I've been no wind up doll in this group or in this industry. I've made all my own decisions. I'm one behind the scene making a lot of what they think is somebody else making happen. That's been me. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Yeah.
my sacrifices, my time in the studio, my learning the game, my applying what I learned to the in the game. You know, all that stuff has just been me, and I've never spoke up about that because that's not the part I wanted to speak. I wanted the talent, I wanted the end results of what I was working on to speak for me, and all these years, that's what it's done. You know, when
Yeah.
I come out and do what I do, people appreciate it, the fans love it, and that's what I that's what was important to me.
And for
Now,
people who don't know, if you go to UMC TV, I believe it is, right? That's where you can see the doc, and you
yeah,
have to it's a must see. It
yeah.
is a must see for those who haven't had a chance to watch it. It's a must see. What do you say about the people that will watch this, and what message you want them to take away from this when it's all said and done?
You know, the message is that there was more to me than met the eye. There's a lot of things. I think overall that the group is a group. I think they're leaving with that and understanding that it's a brotherhood. It's just like any family member. Somebody's wearing your shirts all the time that you bought, and you're gonna be mad at your brother for a minute, but you know that's still your brother. At the end of the day, you come to
Absolutely.
the. It's not one of those things. It's petty stuff like that. That when you hear New Edition going through stuff, for the most part, that's what it is, and it's nothing. That's why it's always been something we can easily overcome. Just like we're about to overcome this one and resurface again as a team. It's
Hmm.
one of those things I want them to see that. I want them to see that there was more there was things that were more important to me than just being an artist, and that um, the things I had to endure as an artist and overcome as an artist to keep bringing what I brought to them. Because some people kind of was under the impression that we were born with silver spoons in our mouth ever since the Candy Girl days. It was just why they, you know, it should have been an easy cakewalk for us, but it wasn't. You know, there was a lot of times I had to put the smile on.
Yeah.
Going through divorces, putting the smile on, the same time going through divorces, mom's passing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that I never brought to the table. Like I sucked that all up. I kept it all in as a man, and I just lived. I
Yeah.
just dealt with the cards that was given to me, man. I played the hand that was given to me as best I could, and I
Yeah.
want people
You
to
did.
walk
That's for sure.
away.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I want people to walk away being able to get a better understanding of the cards that I was dealt and how I played them and how I worked this game overall. And my children, it was important to raise them with some sense of sanity,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
of education. When I watch my kids, man, I just that's my biggest accomplishment. I've done a lot in the music industry, but when I see how they've grown and who they are
Yeah.
and how they conduct themselves, and that's like, man, that's when I start smiling. That's when I feel like I've really accomplished something. Because through all of it, they didn't have me there every day like they should have. Nicole had me there more, and Dakari had me there a little bit more than Ralph and Mariah. But I tried my best to make sure that they all felt that same way and that I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm your dad and I want you. And you know, I tried to just always make sure that they knew how much I loved and cared about them and how much I wanted them to prosper and grow into healthy, mature adults and be a part of that growth. And when I see what they become,
Hmm.
that's actually my biggest achievement. So overall, just when you ask the question, just a bigger understanding, a broader understanding and sense of who I really am,
Yeah.
and what it's been like to be me. You know, to walk the walk I've walked.
That's awesome. I think that uh, we're going into close to almost 40 years, getting real close.
Mhm.
And to be able to still um, be competitive and compete in the music industry and on the charts and still be in the game speaks volumes, and be relevant. It speaks volume when you think about it. And I look back and I think back, and I know we was just talking about, the challenges that we've had in the road that we've all traveled individually and collectively. And those are the things that I find that is so valuable to all of us. You hit it on the nose, right then on the nose. So many people don't even realize or understood that with siblings, we go through our ups and our downs, our changes and turnarounds, and nobody's exempt. But I think a lot of people who don't really know us don't understand that. And through the challenges that we've had in over our close to 40 years of doing this, we've been here for a reason. We've been able to get through those things for a reason. And yes, we have our bumps in the road, but ultimately, what God has put together can't no man destroy. And there's a reason why we're still here. And there's, I know some people are still sitting at night. We hear it and we see it every day about when are y'all coming back together? Why don't y'all hope y'all get things back on track. Why don't y'all, we hear all those things, and let it be known that we hear you. We hear everybody. And in God's time, it's about healing. It's about going through the process of doing what we need to do in our own time. But we are brothers, and we love each other, and let's just be clear to that. So for anyone, and I've always said that and stood the grounds on that I don't never like Team Johnny, Team Ralph, Team Bobby, Team Ricky, Team Ronnie, Team Mike, Team Brooke. I never like that, because people that love you, we have to understand that a friend and family, when people love you, a friend tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And so I never liked the whole thing of just having people that will go and you got to, they're being a team, somebody. I just hope that my team or my people represent and say to me, okay, do you think, what hand you have in this situation? How do you think you can make it better? What do you think you can do? Or what, those are the things that I find that is important for me. I don't need smoke blown up my behind. I'd much rather have truth blown up my behind than smoke. And when I look at it and we put it all in perspective, the thing that I've realized that our group, what we have in common is that we still have a desire to do what we do on the highest level. And we all can say this unanimously. We are not done yet. We're not done. So for those that have seen and watching us live our lives out here and see our challenges and our ups and downs, I love all my brothers, and I think you said it the best in your doc, and what you said was so powerful. The love you have for every individual, for all of us, and I concur the same for every one of my brothers in there. I have the same love for. So I'm excited for what God is about to do. I'm excited for what we're about to do. We're not stopping, and even through the challenges of dealing with Corona and the circumstances that we all face with, we are not stopping. We want to continue to lead by example and be an example. So I can't say it enough of how proud I am of what you're doing, man. How proud I am to see you take your place where you rightfully belong. It's long overdue. Long overdue.
That's man. And I'm kind of on the fence with it. I love all the teams.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
so because it's all a derivative of the main team.
Yeah.
The NE Vikings. They understand the form of expression that we all need as artists to be able to do our thing. New Edition has a certain style and flavor, and since the Candy Girl days, that's how it was established.
Right.
Candy Girl, the type of music that we do as a group, you're not going to hear my per se out of that, or Prerogative, or Poison, or Smack It Up, Flip It Up, Rub It Down being expressed.
Right.
Being expressed by New Edition. But there's components within New Edition that can express that stuff well.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, it lends to the other parts. It lends to the other components. It lends to the Voltron effect almost, where everybody has these offsprings of New Edition that express the totality of what the group really means or stands for, the different components that make the group what it is. We have all types of personalities and different types of talents and things in the group. And, to be one of the only groups to do it on that level as a team and as individuals, and then bring it back together the way that we've been able to do it throughout the years, it just shows again that God's favor over us as a group, as a whole, and as individuals, it never wavered. We can go out here and do things on our own. I love my team. Trust me, the Riz Riders,
Yeah.
Rizzes I love them to death. I mean, they've been some of the ones, who've been very motivating. It's like, RT, when you gonna do your thing, man? We see Johnny out there all the time. We see Bobby, he did his thing.
Tired of seeing me?
We see, yeah, we tired of seeing you. What we tired of, no, what it was we're tired of seeing the lack of me.
Yeah.
It's so
Absolutely.
It's okay that everybody else doing their thing, but and like I said in the documentary, it's like I started feeling some sort of phobia almost, because it's like every time I did something, it was coming off to the world like the group is breaking up. Like, okay, well, that's all of New Edition now? We're not going. But listen, why has it got to be the case when I do my thing?
Yeah.
When everybody do their thing, it's just more music, more of something to appreciate the different styles and talents that's within the group. But when I moved, it always I got all the comments, you see all the feedback. But when that means that we ain't gonna see all six of y'all no more. We ain't gonna see. No, it never meant that.
Yeah.
It's always been strengthen all the individual parts, and when we come together, it's that much bigger. If I got 40 million fans and Johnny got 40 million fans and Bobby got 40, whatever it might be, you call it what you want, however many. When we all come together as New Edition, we bring in all those fans in the room together or as a part of that project when we move together. And that's stuff that can't be done by a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Oh, no one really has done it on the level New Edition's been able to do it on. 10, 11 million records here, 6 million records there, 4 million records there,
Yeah.
5 million records here. And then the group coming together is doing 4 and 3 and 4 million records, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
That's never been done before, man. And so to be able to keep that going, my part of it should be just as strong as everybody else individually, my individual leg. And that's all I'm trying to do. And even right now, you know, it's just like how you was motivating me, Skills, before we moved around. It's
Mm-hmm.
always been in the background. You know, I got to get back up and running. Let me get back up and running. But like I said, handling my behind the scenes things was more important. What was my personal life was more important at the time for me to get all of that right. And then eventually I was gonna come and you never look up and say, man, damn, it's been 30 years and I still haven't dropped anything new, or it's been a long time since sensitivity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let me when you came to me, it's like, oh, see, man, what you gonna do? You know, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, you know what? If these guys never want to get back together again, if they decide that that's it, and they just want to retire and go on, what am I gonna do? You know? So it was really important. That motivation and that just motivated me. It
Well,
was a motive. Johnny's been a motivator and a motivation to
thank
get back out there, keep my lane going, open
you.
my lane up, and hope everybody can understand that that's all that is. It's not to the detriment of New Edition ever. It's like, but how do I not continue making my own thing go on? If it's just in the event of, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring with a group situation. And for me to not take advantage of opportunities and the ability that I have to open my own lane and strengthen my own lane, it's just ridiculous. So
Yeah.
at the
You
end of
know,
the
in
day,
God's time, and that's what happens. As much as and as long as it has been, just
mm,
things happen the way they were supposed to happen when they were supposed to happen, and that's
mm,
what's the beauty of moving when we move in God's time. Because as they once said, someone once said, "It's better late than never." You know, the reality is that having an opportunity for your voice to be heard, and in this at this particular time, couldn't have been couldn't have picked a better time, you know. So I'm just happy that you were motivated, and because I could sit here and anyone can sit here all day long and tell you when you gonna do it, when you gonna do it, but we can only move as far and as fast as you allow us to. So I was just grateful that you even gave me the opportunity of trust and believed in me to know that I'm a huge Ralph Tresvant fan too. So it was shoot, it was a thrill for me too, watching you come forth and do what you do best.
yeah, it's fun, man. You know, I'm still ready. No, I've abused myself throughout the years and all that stuff with all kinds of partying and liquoring and drinking and whatever it might be that starts burning people out. So at the end of the day, I'm still blessed to be able to do it and have the ability that I was given, some of the talent, some of the gifts that was given to me that they haven't diminished to the point where I can't do it anymore.
Yeah,
And so why not? Let's go out here and establish my lane. And that's just what it is. That's
yeah.
just what it is. Somebody said they want to see my eyes. There go my eyes. Y'all see them? They sleepy right now. Let them sleepy eyes. But I got to cover them up. I
I'm
got to put on my
tired.
superstar.
All on votes. I'm tired.
Right now, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Shout out to the loved ones, man. Listen, it's always real, man. You know how we get down, Johnny.
yeah. So what's next? Now, move.
We got to do the album, man. We got to finish the album up. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
we got to continue focusing on bringing the rest of the team back into the equation and seeing the best way to make that happen, so we can make that impact.
yeah,
So people understand that it's still a family, and we're working on it. It's nothing to sit around here and not address right now.
yeah,
While I'm here being brutally honest and open with everything, New Edition will be back on the scene probably sooner than you think. You
yeah.
know,
Yep.
and it will be in the right hands. We'll be doing it the right way, and we'll be riding off into the sunset like we've always planned to do as a team, man. With everybody happy, everybody shining, everybody's looking back on the career and loving what we've achieved as individuals and as a team. and just being brothers, the brothers that we started out that we've, like I said in the documentary, I spent most of my time learning, growing, planning, figuring out life with those guys. I did it more than I've done with my own brother and my own sister, my own family. So that's where we're at. We can't stop now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
look forward to more of that, man. We're really a brotherhood, and it's a real thing. We
Oh,
don't sit around and fake the funk. We don't sit around with each other and over pretend that it's right or it's wrong. We do it when it's really right. We're all missing each other. It's been enough time in between some of the stuff that's taking place where we miss each other. We
absolutely.
put the Me and Johnny securing a name was a blessing for a group that had never owned their name and saw it floating around. We grabbed that. Now we all own it.
Yeah.
Not just the
That,
six members,
yeah. And
not just the six members, even the man, Brooke Payne, who came up with the name.
right.
He gets his portion of it is there as well. And
Yeah.
it's in the
So
hands of who's
you know
supposed
his
to have
nickname, right? I gave him a nickname. No, he gave me a nickname, my new nickname,
what.
Bama. So
Ooh, man.
he goes, nope, I go first. What up, Bama?
Brooke Payne, man. Shout out to Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. Brothers, man. I'm glad everybody's on that page. That monkey's off our back because it never was the intention to try to steal anything. There's nothing to steal with that. Honestly, the trademark is what it is. People got that misconstrued. If that's what we was going to do, we would have put out all kinds of paraphernalia and T-shirts and hats. We would have went for a while we owned it. We would have tried to go for broke. There's no money being generated unless we all move together. So there's nothing to go grab it for. Like we're gonna gain some monetary value out of it because we own it. It was because it was floating out there, and before somebody else gets it, and we have to pay some astronomical price to get it back from them. Me and Johnny secured it while we was being alerted about it floating around. That's what
Yeah,
happened, man.
and I
So
think where people probably misconstrued everything, and they got even with our own guys. Once the name was secured, we grabbed and took it so nobody else could get it. What we had to do amongst ourselves, and we had to do this and be firm about it, that we had to put an agreement amongst ourselves that no one individual, that it would be all of us. So our fans will never have to go. I'm going to a concert and I see two of them, and I got three other people we don't even know, don't even look familiar. So we always wanted to maintain all of us committing to keeping the integrity of New Edition in one place under one roof. And when you see it or you buy the tickets to see New Edition, you're going to see New Edition, not
absolutely.
a New Edition review. Yeah, but
Five different versions of New Edition popping up all around the
yeah.
country and all
So
the
that's the
time.
whole purpose.
That's,
Yeah,
that'll never happen. You'll see this combination or you won't see it.
yeah,
You see the
whole
original
purpose.
voice that's with this.
So
Yeah.
things got was worked out and done and behind us because we all understand the importance of and been in this game for a long time. And if we're not taking care of business, the business won't take care of you. And as we've gotten older, we have to be smarter and you got to be wiser. And so that was just about us making a commitment to each other and to our fans that you guys don't have to worry about being duped or worried about when you see us. You're seeing some inconsistency of who we are and what you guys come to see. So we got that done. The fans gonna be able to enjoy seeing all six of us, God willing, maybe sooner than later. And it's going to come, and we're waiting, and we're looking forward to it, and I know the fans are looking forward to it. As my pop and them say, got to give the people what they want.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Fans, everyone, our fans and families, extended family are truly excited about this because all of it works hand in hand. Whether it's your stuff, whether it's my stuff, whether it's BBD stuff, whether it's Bobby's stuff, it all works hand in hand, and we come from the same tree, and it all reflects on all of us of what we're doing when we're doing different projects as well as coming together collectively.
That's right. That's right. That's what makes New Edition so strong. We got all these different individual parts. And now we got all our business being straightened out right. We own our name for the first time ever. And it's just a beautiful feeling to know that we can move around and never have to look over our shoulders again about that part of our business. And the rest will come together. That's what we do. We make it come together, we make it work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
So,
once again,
yeah.
shout out to everybody, man. Bistro,
The-
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, and everybody else who's been a part of the NE family throughout the years, man. We love y'all. You know,
we do
let's man, let's do it for the people.
indeed.
Let's give the people what they want.
Boom. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-da. Hey, is there
Yeah,
some time
that's right.
on here that you can only have before it cuts you off and all that stuff? Y'all gotta understand, I am really technically challenged.
What you trying to do? What you trying to do over there?
No, I was just wondering how, I heard on with with the grams, you only get a certain amount of time and then it'll, you can get cut off and stuff, but I don't know. I'm used to talking on the phone.
I don't know either, man. Well, I know you did all the talking today.
I did let,
Fan had a chance to hear me say nothing,
I
man.
did let you talk.
No, you didn't, man.
I did. I
I
let you
had to sneak mines in. I had to creep mine in.
say hi to them. Didn't that
That's all. I
when
want to come in
I said,
here and steal the shine. I always want to come in and steal the shine,
didn't
man.
I, didn't I let you say hi?
You didn't let me drive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was. I thought I was supposed to drive. I had my own car. I was supposed to drive my own whip.
I'm Millie. No.
I'm Millie. I'm Millie. You been Millie. I'm Millie. You been Millie.
You stupid. uh,
Hey, listen. We need to take some questions from some people, man. Let's see if
okay,
they
yeah,
got
yeah.
something that they want to know before we have to get out of here, man. What time is it? Jeez, we seem to could be flying.
Yeah. Which is not
Yeah.
East Coast time. If,
Questions out there. Throw something up there on the screen. Let me see. I'm ready to answer some questions from the people, man.
now, how do they do that?
I think I can see it on this end.
Okay.
You see them popping up down there? You don't see like what they're
I
you
don't
don't see
I
that?
see a lot of people chiming in. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, lady, Nika, Rosie from the Shy. Since she said we tripping. That's what we do when we get together.
Yeah.
Stealing all the cornbread.
Here's the killer though that they don't know. Even when we're not on there, we talk and when we're on the phone talking, we'll talk for an hour or so and it might even go longer than that. And we don't even realize how long we've even been on the phone. Like we haven't talked or seen each other in years. But it's like, and that's common, pretty regular for us. Like just always talking and vibing, and it's always I love it.
Yeah, it is. Me and John, I've got off the phone sometimes and I look at the time and it says 4 hours. Like, man, we was on the phone for 4 hours. What
Just
were we talking
talking,
about?
just shooting the breeze with just stuff.
They don't have nothing 9 times out of 10 to do with the industry. It's just the world and each other's families and kids and stuff like that. It's just a beautiful thing. It's been like that since the heartbreak days too, man. That's my brother. You know, we think a lot alike. So it's easy to have those kind of conversations. Plus Johnny, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Johnny is hilarious.
I got this.
I mean, Johnny's hilarious, man. Anybody that knows Johnny knows he can keep you laughing
I,
all day long, man.
I
Stuff that we can't really say, like in this forum right here, we can't go there because we got to keep stuff kind of politically correct. But Johnny's a fool. He can go hard body, man, when it's time.
yeah, I got issues, and I'm working on it though.
Yeah, 4 hours. Somebody said 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours.
Man, we'll be on
We
the
can,
phone talking about anything, and not no music. It's not even about the industry. Like we just
yeah,
talking about just life stuff, which is
yeah. It's
and it's
beautiful,
always
man.
something that's just you can take from our conversation that you learn that we learn from each other. That's always just awesome, man. And it's been like
Mhm.
that for a long time.
I'm trying to see. Okay, I got to turn. Oh, I just able to open the screen so I can see these things. You have one of my favorite. I'm looking for some of the questions, man.
I was gonna
And you
say, 'cause,
constantly need to be an ATL. I don't know what these ain't questions. These is demands. Your first concert needs to be in the ATL. Can you give us a virtual concert? Blase Ski. Yeah, we plan on doing a lot of all that stuff. It's what it is. They talking about a versus. Who's that? Platinum Smitty for one. He wanted to see if we did a versus, who would it be with? We verse ourselves. I said this before. New Edition versus Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant, Bobby Brown, and BBD.
yeah,
We
that
can
seemed like that,
to go outside the crew. We can do our own verses, man.
and we still wouldn't have enough time based on the catalog. It would be crazy. That
Exactly.
would be crazy.
You happy for the Lakers championship? Yeah, vicariously. If a team was gonna win, I've lived in Los Angeles long enough to call myself a Los Angeles citizen. I've been in Boston, Atlanta, and LA as far as home. So when they won, I was happy for them. I was proud of them.
Ironically, think about it. You had a
Mm,
Boston guy, which was Rondo, who actually came in and helped us to get over the hump. On
that's
top of
right.
it, how crazy was that?
That's absolutely right, though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty awesome. That was pretty
So
awesome.
the
And the
questions, I
thing with
think
the
we did.
Dodgers, Mookie, I think he was with the Red Sox. He came in. He was the incredible during the World Series, and that's what helped the Dodgers to get over the top. So two Boston guys, if you think about it, that's crazy.
Oh, there's a question box. Somebody said tap the question box. See, Johnny, we getting old, man.
Uh,
Do you see a question box on yours? A box on your joint?
no, I don't have one on mine.
You don't see one down the bottom left, on the bottom left hand, right beside where you would put a comment in. It has a question box. It's like a question mark. You don't have that?
Yeah. Well, it's like a triangle thing, but no. Let's see.
No, that's because I'm the one that's really taking this over. See,
Oh yeah,
it's my
you got control over that.
yeah. You're part of my party, doing all the talking. Let me see. It says new album, all six. I can see it. Let me see. What's next for y'all? I think we addressed that. That's from Wedding Diva. What's next for us is to do more music, finish my album up. Johnny's relaunching his Game Changer 2 album and work on trying to put the fellas back on it so we can get all six up and running with some more music and probably another tour run or whatever. We got some things that we're working on. We're just trying to find out the best way to make that impact when we all do come back together. We got to do it like New Edition does it. We got to do something that make people say only New Edition could have did that way. So that's what that is. Let me see. You both are not old. I love you guys. That ain't a question, but thank you, Mike Man. I appreciate that. That's Mike Man 33.
Wow.
Um,
Tell him that's cool, and I appreciate that too. But he ain't around here to see me wake up in sections in the morning.
yeah, man, he can't hear them bones cracking. When I stand up from here to walk away from this,
Man, you wake up in the morning, or when you sit down, all of a sudden you're looking to see if anybody's looking. When you sit down and you go, ugh.
get a snap, crackle, and pop. Let me see. When you guys get back together, and I practice with y'all when you guys come. What does that say? That's soul from the heart. It was too long. I couldn't see the whole thing. I don't know if that's a possibility, man, with the COVID going on right now, man. You gotta get you tested, baby boy.
Yeah. And no coughing, no sneezing. Matter of fact, no breathing. If I'm gonna be around.
The whole time we rehearsing. Will Jam and Lewis produce any new music? This is King JP7. Yeah, absolutely. I'm already in the lab with them. We got a couple songs, about 3 or 4 songs we already started with them for my album, right, Johnny?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
they're gonna definitely be a part of this project and hopefully the New Edition project as well, because I can't see doing the New Edition album without those guys. Let me see what else. Would you do more movies? That's glam artist 39. Johnny, would you do more movies?
Absolutely. I'm actually looking at a couple of things right now. As we speak, because I never was really that into it. Was cool, but the process of making movies is sometimes can be so tedious. I've always singing is my first love, but I enjoy doing movies. It's fun. And I just finished, I did one with and had a little small role with this movie that with Sam Jackson that they're editing now. So yeah, I look forward to more.
I remember when you were shooting that. Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Who's this? Sunset Nia said, I just want to hear your music. Your next album. You talking about mine, huh? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, what's coming out? 2021. Hopefully we'll have it ready to go sometime toward the early to mid 2021. We're trying to have something ready to go.
Yeah.
We're working hard now. So
what's it called? It's only at the top.
Yeah, it is. It's lonely at the top.
It's lonely at the top.
That's funny. Let me see. What else can I find? It said, did you ever come to France? That's Sambaya. I can't even pronounce that. Something like that. Sam. I'm shortening it to Sam. Did you ever come? You ever been to France, Johnny?
Oh yeah, I toured all of Europe and stuff with Janet. Matter of fact,
Ah,
yeah, we
I've gone to
played.
France.
We did. We played the whole market. It was man. It was one that tour I'll never forget. Man, we had so much fun.
Yeah, we did. I went when we were younger, the New Edition days. The younger New Edition days, we went through France, and I had a ball. You know, I think I went through there during the sensitivity era as well. Did some performing and promoting and stuff. It's nice. It was a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful place over there.
Yeah.
Man, um, hello. When will you come back to New York? No, North Carolina. This is from Lady K771. Soon as we can. You know, it's like we got to put all these runs together. The COVID thing kind of slowed everything down for us traveling, but as soon as that lets up a little bit, or we find a better way to perform, you know, live, I'll be down there. My sister's there. That's where my sister's at. So I got to come down there anyways, whether I'm performing or not, just to see my sis, who also made me cry in the documentary
Oh
joint.
yeah, that got me too. I ain't gonna lie to you. That got me. I got choked up again.
Swelling up, man. It's just one of those things, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who else is in here? It said, this is JR Motor, 1014. Will the Any story come out on DVD? I sure hope so. Because
I
that's where we supposed to get paid
no,
now.
they
We
never
supposed
do the DVD.
to so we supposed that's where we were supposed to get paid, like where it mostly turned over to us. Where the majority of the lion's share of the money was made was gonna come to the group. So maybe that's why they didn't put a DVD out. We gotta put it out on our own, man. Just drop it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I forgot about that. I don't think it ever came out. Yeah, on DVD.
No, it didn't, man. It didn't come out on DVD. I have one copy that they sent to me, or I think they sent us all one, you
Yeah,
know, but
yeah, but it didn't. It wasn't out for sale on Blu-ray or none of that stuff. So
nah. Let me see. Jazzy B for Riz. What are your hobbies besides fishing? Oh my goodness. I just didn't really don't have a whole lot. I still like I'm just a learner. I'm a studier, a researcher. You know, I'm working on my holistics license practices and stuff like that so I can get out there and start doing me some herbal medicine one day, help some folks. I like to read, I like to write songs, produce records. I would like to do beats and stuff like that. It's been a long time hobby, or not even call that a hobby. That's a part of my career. So those are some of the things I love to do. I love hiking, horseback, right? Just things of nature. I'm a nature boy, so I love doing things like that. You know, overall, let me see if I can find. Thanks for the question, Dolo. Eh, when does your show air, or what does your show air in Canada, Ralph? Um,
they can still go to I think even on the internet they can do www dot
it's on www.umc.tv.
I believe.
Um, I primed it. I Amazon primed it last night where I just typed it in on Amazon Prime on the Fire Sticks or any one of your Roku's or your streaming devices, and it pops up right there along all beside all the other movies. I was shocked when it did it. It popped up. I was like, "Ooh, look at me! I'm doing it." It was cool.
You waving at yourself.
I took a screenshot. Then I went and took one of it together. I was like, "This is me, baby. It's me." Yeah, but it was like putting out an album for the first time or something, man. Watching it pop up there on the screen with all of the Black Panther movies and other movies that's out that I've been watching, and to see a closer look with Ralph Tresvant. You know, I said, "Yeah, baby, I love it." You know, shout
Cool.
out to UMC for that.
How cool is that?
It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I was happy to see it. Let me see. We've answered that one. Um, we answered that one. We do a versus with. Let me see. Have y'all talked? They keep asking about verses. I think I've answered that.
Oh,
Uh, it's who's this? I think it says Shani. I think that's what that says. Shani 86. I might be messing that up. Said, what do you like more, Yo Baby, Yo Baby, or or Money Can't Buy? Man, that's a toss up. I love More Money though. More Money, the way the harmonies were structured and the way that went down. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis just laid that one out for me in a way that I just love those. I love the harmonies. I love the way that the song was put together. Yo Baby Yo was the first time I worked with Raphael and the Tonys, from Tony Tone. So that just came about in a way that I thought that was just a different type of record for me, but the way it came off, so they kind of a toss up. It's Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I'm always leaning toward them because they just produced the heck out of me vocally, and how they use my voice is magical to me when I hear that stuff back. Let me see. Who is this? Some of these names, they be so abbreviated, I can't tell who's what. I
Hi,
don't know,
Wanda.
man.
Wanda's on. That's my other sis. She says she's on watching too. Wanda, I didn't know you was on here. You know I'm on my best behavior. You see how good I'm being? Tell her how good I'm
No,
being.
no, he's not. He's not here trying to campaign for president during the
Go,
whole thing.
go on, tell her. Go on, tell her. I'm listening.
Let me see. Nikki 2 ICU says, I would like JG to do his individual story. What you think about that, Johnny? You working on one?
Well, let me tell you, my life is so boring. If I wrote a book, you'd be asleep by the second page.
You talk about going all the way back to perfect combination days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
you got to learn the history, man. Nah, don't even try it, man. So you don't think you would do it?
I've been talked about it at one point, and I'm not against it at some point. Obviously, it's important that you can tell your story, because when it's all said and done, when it comes from directly from the horse's mouth, it's written in stone and it can't be erased. And I think that is important for every individual. I think for every artist to be able to tell his side of his story, because, you know, it's just a part of your legacy, and I think it's important. So, I mean, yeah, at some point, I'm open to it.
Right.
Sure.
I think it'd be a great story, man. There's a lot about you that people need to know. I'm sure they don't. They know the crooner, they know the cat that can blow. Some of the stuff that you do, they know you come from a very religious family or spiritual family with your pop and the way he brought you guys up and all that. And they know that they can see hints of that when you're performing and stuff. You
Yeah.
always pretty much go into a little sermon for a minute on a lot of shows if it hits you. But overall, there's a lot about you that I don't think people know. They still haven't gotten to know the real Johnny. The one I know
Yeah.
it's out there in the public,
It's so
So
funny because sometimes you meet people. I meet people, and they always go, they'll go when they're around you, and they go, I always thought you was just really serious. Like, you seem like you're always really serious, and it's like, you really don't know me, huh? There's not a day that goes by I don't find something that I look for, or I don't find something that I will completely start screaming, crying, laughing. Like, I enjoy looking and finding humor in life and in things. I just love to sit around laughing. And laughter is the greatest medicine on the planet. And I find that somewhere in my day, out of the day before the day ends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny definitely keep you laughing. He has a funny bone like no other, and quick. He's sharp with it. Talking around a lot of the top comedians Eddie was his best friend for many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
So you're hanging around people like him and Arsenio and these guys all the time. You either the butt of the joke or you learn how
You
to
got to
hold your
slow. Yeah. You got to learn to hold yours.
and
And Eddie always say, I need y'all to take a look around at this house. You see this big house? This house was built on jokes. And you go, yeah, okay, we ain't messing with you. Well, you cool. You stand on the side.
Yeah, but you gotta learn how to hold your own or be the butt of all the jokes when you're around them. So
Yeah.
then Johnny held it down. Let me see. There's a good question from Lorem with Ani. I think that's with A&I. It says, what do you miss the most about your fans? Go on, let me let you answer that one first. What do you miss the most about your fans, Gill?
Oh, their energy. Their energy. Because, I never really said this before. When you have your days where you have good days, and you might have some days where you just, for whatever reason, you're just not having just that great of a day. And when you're off from working, and especially even in these times, I, I get my energy and I get encouraged by reading a lot of the responses from the fans, from my family, I call you guys my extended family. And it really does lift your spirits a lot. It lifts mine a lot. And I read I try to read a lot of them. I can't get to them all and everybody at one time because there's so many of them. But I do. I look, and just to hear someone tell you that your work is not in vain and what we've done over these years is still appreciated. And I don't take it for granted. I don't take it
Right.
for granted, but it's a blessing just feeling that energy.
I agree, man. I think I like the hugs. I like to sit them down, hearing the stories and the interaction with them um, during and after the concerts and stuff like that. That I'm usually, I stick around until the last band's picture is taken or autograph is signed. It's just me. I miss just that interaction with them, being able to be there and feel, like you said, feel the energy right off of them. That's one thing about these virtual concerts that just had me so far. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I just don't know. If I have to eventually one day, that's the only way I can display my talent, or the only way that I can promote or, help give the visual to a song I'm releasing. I guess I got to adapt, but I just can't feel it. The energy of the crowd reaction when you're doing stuff right there live is the way that I grew up doing it. And I don't know if I'd be able to do it as well without that. I
Yeah,
need those fans. I need those fans there to make it, that assurance that the song, the performance is rising, that I'm doing that right thing at the right time to take it somewhere else to make it rise a little more, and all that. That comes from them. If you're just in a room or on a stage by yourself, it's almost like doing a video. You got to
yeah,
kind of guess that they would react that way to this particular move, or this particular note or whatever. You got to kind of guess that stuff. So it's kind of different for me. I just miss the fans overall, and
yeah,
I'm with you.
yeah.
If it wasn't for social media, I'd be having Pookie withdrawals right now in a real way, man. I don't think I'd be able to cope.
Yeah,
That's a
the message
huge part of
will lift you up. I know it does it for me on some days where you're just tired and you just feel like, man, it's so, and not doing what we love to do and what we've been put here to do. And this is the longest that we've ever been off in my career, period. And it really does lift your spirits to just listen to people comment and talk, and talk about the songs and stuff that you've made and songs that they're still enjoying that you've recorded. It is it really truly encourages me.
Yeah, it does, man.
Yeah,
It's a big part of us, you know. It's a big part of our lives, and without that, it's hard to go forward. It's hard to feel the energy or the motivation to want to keep going sometimes, especially when you've been doing it this long.
yeah,
Hearing everybody wanting more, hearing when you're coming back, that's part of that is the motivation for the most part that gets you up and doing it again, get you back on the road and stuff like that. Somebody asked, where did it go? They keep flipping so quick. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I'm trying to go down here and find something that we haven't addressed already.
maybe you want to know my shoe size. You want to know my shoe size?
Hey man, you
Never.
Johnny. I know Johnny's cooking right now. He got special pans that he can walk out the house and heat it up and slow it down, or turn the heat up and down from an app and all that stuff like that.
Man, who
I'm
would have ever thought?
shop.
I just started to think about, I had to learn how to cook at 4 years of age. Cook, clean, mop, just learn how to wash clothes. I learned how to do everything since this COVID thing. And I was just sitting there thinking, damn, like who would have thought that all these years I would be put in this position to have to do that? But it's better late than never. I learned it.
Listen, I still haven't tasted it yet, so I don't know if he's good at it or not. But from what I'm hearing, he's supposed to be damn good at it. He's getting really good at it. Some of the dishes he's cooking sound like something.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's nice to try right there.
I'm
Hmm?
I'm good. I'm trying to tell you, I'm good. Because it's just that you take so much for granted, life itself, and we've been so fortunate. I left home at maybe 16, 17, 18 when I moved to Los Angeles from DC. And my mom, we talked about this a couple of years ago, where my brother was telling me how he used to hear her in the bathroom crying and praying.
Mm.
And I never knew. My mother thought for sure I was going to return back because I didn't make up beds, wash dishes. I got away with murder out of 4 boys. I used to get away. I got away with murder. So I think my mother thought for sure at some point, oh yeah, he'll return. And when I moved to LA, I realized this was the place that's for me, and I, rather be. And since I got here, this has been it. So, but I was so fortunate to have, cooks and have housekeepers and all those things all most of my life. So it just never dawned on me about you need to learn how to do these things. And life brought me to my knees like it did everyone else to make you have to reflect and recognize and realize that we're all human and we still got things that we're going to do in life. Don't discriminate with nobody. So it taught me that I need to get on top of my P's and Q's, and that's what I did. And I'm glad I did it, because I feel great being able to cook and knowing how to do those things now, things that I thought I always needed somebody to do for me.
Wow, that's deep. Well, you into it. Who's this? Ms. C. 7821. My grandson is the biggest fan. He's 7 and watching. Can you say hi, Charles? Hey, what's up, little Charles? Little 7-year-old Charles watching me and Johnny do our thing over here. Nice to know we got the youngsters in here with us, man. Listen, the children are the future, man. They can tell us about what tomorrow's supposed to be like than we can. They got it more figured out than the adults, man. Love you for checking us out, Charles. Thanks, little man.
Yeah. Someone asked me about, am I going to do more stage plays? And I miss, now that is fun. When you don't have to carry that weight all night long and you can come in and out and be able to, be the reason why I started and I really had an interest in plays was because of you. I'll never forget, you were in that play with Ollie Woodson and you guys, I was in Minneapolis, and I came to the play and I was like this, sitting there looking, going, wow, wow. And I was like, yo, look at him. I was like a proud brother and father. I'm like sitting here and I was like, yo, that looks like fun. Like something I could do. And I remember you telling me, like, man, these things are fun, man. You get to, you don't have to carry this weight the whole night. You get to come in and out and play characters and all that stuff. That's what got me interested in the plays, actually.
And they are fun, right? You
Yeah.
went out there, fun, man.
Yeah.
And you could actually make a decent living doing that. They take care of the artists that, they take care of you well out there and the whole thing. So when I went out there, I did it, said, well, this is actually really fun. I remember I was out there, and Christopher Martin, the one that's Play from Kid and Play, he was out there with us too. And he was like, I was saying to him, man, this is easy, man. I didn't realize, and fun. And he said, man, give it a few months. Yes, he said, after about 4 months, it's going to turn into a job. You're going to feel that work. I never really got there. I never really got there with it because of the workload that New Edition was under all of our lives, and carrying most of all the songs every night after night, stuff like that. When I went out there, everything just felt like a weight lifted off the shoulder. Everybody was so good at what they do. So much talent in those plays, man, and the people that they were bringing on board, holding down their own. It just felt great. I used to love watching Ollie Woodson perform. Every night was
Ollie, boy, he was full of life and so awesome.
Oh my God. That man, that's one of those personalities you just can't believe is not still walking on the planet. Like you're gonna run into him or can call him up one day. Rizzo, get the car, get the car, get the car.
He was something else, man, wasn't
he? Yeah, it was the best, man. I miss him. I miss him dearly. Anyways, don't get me all choked up on that one. That was my man. Let me see. It says, this is Mike Avila official. What's up, Mike? It says, what is your favorite NE tour in memory? You got a favorite one?
Oh, Heartbreak, hands down.
Easily.
Heartbreak. I realized when I saw some footage not too long ago of us and the opening song, I think it was That's the Way We Living. And I was looking at how fast we was going and speeding. And I was sitting there looking, going, was that us? Like, gee, we were like dialed in though. But it was like, man, that was that tour. Actually, that was my first major tour, I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. That's what holds memories to. It was the first one that you participated in. I remember having the hats come out of the sky.
Yeah.
Rain, the microphone poles that came up out of the floor with the we took the tree stand mic from the old Temptation mic that they used to use, had our own version of that made.
What do you
When you
call
did
it?
Man, you come down there and you killed that. Just all those little moments that we had in that tour was special, man. You know, I love that tour a lot. It was just one of those things, like it was the first of a lot. We was first going around, coming out of the bubblegum vibe. Well, that's what they called it, the bubblegum sound with New Edition, and turning from Boys to Men, all of the album and the song. And just watching us, the way that the whole show, the songs, the impact of that album that it was making on the country at the time. It just felt great being able to perform all those records live like that, man. And we had a lot of little moments. When them hats would come down out the sky, I just felt like the coolest dude on the planet, just sitting there posed up, and you hear the birds come out.
Oh
Now the
yeah.
hats was coming down slow. We throw the hats on, and then boom, click, click, girl, we going to the. I was like, ooh, we doing something special right here tonight. Yeah, that was the one for us, Mike. I just love it. Both of us love the same tour, man. Got the same movie.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's
They're asking me if you're gonna put this is Gwen Valerio. She said, when is Johnny putting out a comedy special?
um,
Look for that one sometime soon. That's probably gonna be in the same time he's running for president in 2024.
oh, that's gonna be the punchline after I finish running to go psych.
And now you go see that comedy theater near you.
I
Let's see what happens in
I
it.
just love life. I love laughing. I like finding humor in anything and things, and just enjoying life. Life is so short, as we could see, and it is so awesome just to figure out what it is that you appreciate about life and embrace it.
Yeah, yeah. He's full of that, man. Who's this? Risa Sanchez said, could you please say hi to Angela for my mom? She's a huge fan. Hi, Angela. How you doing? Bless your heart.
What you doing up this late? It's 6:40. That's 9:40 probably if you back east.
Let me see what we got in here. Oh, we got the PR lady. Lady D, what up, Lisa? Australia misses you, Riz. I miss Australia too. I love Australia, by the way. When I got there, I didn't want to leave, man. It was so beautiful. The people were so beautiful. Just the way it felt over there. I just had never felt that in none of the other countries that I've gone to outside the USA. When I tell everybody that to this day. I said, Australia is one of those places that I would love to go back and even get a place there at one point where I could visit it more frequently. But I love it. It's such a long flight, man. You get on that plane and a whole day on the plane, just flying over the sky, there and back. So, but once I got there, I was really glad I went.
That's one of the only few places that I don't think I've ever been to is Australia.
Oh
my
God,
God,
really?
A few places, that I haven't played.
If you go over there, I promise you, you just may never come back, man.
Yeah.
It's your flavor, Johnny, over there. I promise you.
It's trying to say I'm gonna be singing with a tear coming down the whole time.
Every song. When it's time to get back on that plane and come back, you're gonna be having even bigger tear. It's beautiful over there, man. I really, really.
So, where your mother? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not coming back home.
Put your mother on the phone.
Put your mother on the phone. With a tear coming down.
Tear rolling down his cheek. Put your mother on the phone.
Yeah.
Jan Greedy 23. Any skills you have discovered about yourself during the COVID? Well, that's one. Johnny discovered he could cook. I haven't discovered anything new. I just been doing more of the ones that I've always been doing, just doing more of them, writing, producing records and songs, just trying to get better at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I discovered some more skills. I told any girl that's coming over here, she got to take a test. So what I did was I got the in-home test. I got the thermometer. I got I have a machine that sprays all of the in the air, disinfects the air and all the surfaces. So I got a hospital over here. But anybody wants to come and visit me, come on over. But you're gonna get poked.
I can't take him nowhere, y'all. I promise you. It's always
They
to come
call me.
out.
I've been known. I've been called many things, but add doctor to my name, Dr. Gill. If you come over here, you're getting shot.
Oh, he's getting shot.
You're getting shot and poked.
Nika, Nika 42 ICU. Ralph, will you be rapping on the new album? More than likely. I love the flow. So now I got some things to say. So I'm probably going to definitely. I always incorporated a rap album, a rap song on every album so far. So definitely, I'm gonna do something with that. This time I might do more of a collaboration with other rappers that we knew and grew up in our era, and make it fun, make it something where it's not so just me trying to be an MC, but a fun record that I can participate in as well. My flow is ridiculous; it's still growing, so I can't tell y'all it's not. It also it was the subtle 7067. Ralph, are you gonna have your own cologne line? I don't know. You know, I
I
do
got.
want to put out comments.
You ever heard of Old Spice?
Oh,
I'm
well,
New
here we go.
Spice.
You Spice?
I'm New Spice. Shoot.
Dirty Spice.
I got
Yeah.
my own.
Johnny, they didn't ask you was you coming with a line. It was for me, man.
Oh.
Am I coming with a cologne?
Yeah, well, you can go on there and get your own cologne line because I don't want one anyway. I got other things I could be getting. Y'all gone. You can have it.
We're gonna do one. Listen, I got an idea for one. We're gonna do a cologne that has six shapes of New Edition members on it, and each one of the pumps has a scent from each member. How about that? Look at that. Nobody's done that yet, huh?
Ah, ah. I like
Ah,
that there. That right there. I like that there.
all six. If you get you get six flavors in one little package bottles. You got us all standing side by side when our heads is the pump. You know what I mean?
Ah, sucky. Ah, now you on to something.
It's going down, man. I already
Right.
got it all figured out. Just got to get with the people to do it. That's all. Anyways, that would be fun. I do have some clothes. I have a sneaker. I have a sandal. You know, I got some things next spring I'm gonna start dropping on everybody, man. I was trying to get it out this summer. This summer, but it didn't work out how I wanted to work it out. But I could drop it at any point. It's already designed. I'm just gonna design a few more so I can have a little line to go with it before it drops. But you know, I like doing stuff for the women. So at the end of the day, I might be coming with negligees and nightgowns and slippers and stuff that's for the ladies, you know, because I think that they pay more attention to what I'm doing anyways.
The lady.
The
Lady.
guys don't buy nothing from me. Although you might like these sneakers I got. These joints is cold. Um, you know, they made out of Italy. I got an Italian company making them with me, man. The slippers is cold too. I mean, the sandals is cold too. I mean, you know, we'll see. But I'm working on some things like that, so I don't have no real merchandise line out. So I need to jump on that as well. I'm
Wow.
also doing, working in the process of working on a holistic living show. You know, with my cousin Daryl. My cousin Daryl was working on it with me, man. He brought some people to me over at Nubia TV that they talking about doing a TV show, a health show. So I can get people healthy, get people eating right, get people doing the things that overall things that fall under holistic health. And it's not always just food and herbs and vitamin, you know, things like that. It has a lot to do with mindset and taking care of yourself in other ways that people don't normally see as being holistic, but it is. So I'm gonna bring that to y'all too. I'm coming with it, man. You know, it's a real resurface. The documentary and the new song and the new album is just a part of it. So get ready for all of that stuff.
Now, are y'all tired of us yet?
Yeah, it gotta be. How long has it been? It's supposed to be an hour. We about 2 hours in, ain't we?
Are we?
I don't know. What time is it, yo? Let me see something. Let me come out of this. I think that's enough question. Well, last question. Let me see. Who is this from? This is from Mr. Coach K. Was Mike Bivens really a good basketball player growing up? Oh yeah. Yeah. Mike was a beast with it growing up.
Yeah.
Mike was one of those dudes when you were over his house, he had trophies all over one wall, ribbons and stuff hanging. It was always, he was cold. When he was in, what, 11, 12 maybe, he had to play on the 18 and over league or something like that. Mike was a problem on the court, especially his handles. His handles was just, he was breaking ankles and doing stuff like your man's on the and ones, you know, way before I seen any of them dudes doing their stuff. You know, I was watching Mike do that in the bricks. He was really, really nice with it and had aspirations of going to the NBA one day.
Yeah.
And probably couldn't get it in modern day standards, you know, when what was it, Little Muggsy and all them, and
Yeah.
those started getting in, and they didn't have to grow as tall. Mike just kind of chalked it up to he was never going to grow that tall, and never got to that point during that time. You had to be, you know, they wasn't allowing that to happen then. But Spud Webbs and all these kind of guys that end up coming in the game later on, if Mike would have been around that era, he might have been in the NBA. He might have been able to make a shot at it.
And because he chose to do music instead of play ball, he also had a fill in. He got this guy named Mike Bibby that came in and kind of took his place.
Place, man. Wasn't he number 10 as well and all of that? He really just,
didn't he play for Sacramento?
man, I think he did, man. I think he had his number. Mike was always 10. That's why he had the Biv 10 wickets and all that stuff. I think he came in and just stripped his whole vibe, man.
Every time I would see him, I think he'd think about Biv. It was like Mike Bibby. I was like, oh, that must be his stand-in.
That's what's up, man. Anyway, we'll be here another day. There's so many questions to go in here. I can't even get to them all. But I see him in there. Sophia Dudley. I see you, love. Gibson Lena. I see you over there, sweetheart. I appreciate you loving the documentary. She said, I love the documentary, Riz. I love you for loving it. Thank you. All that stuff. It's going down in the real way, man. The takeover is real. Let me see something. How long we been on here?
About 2 hours, about 2, 4, 5 to 7 hours or something like that.
Have we really, man? We wasn't supposed to be on here this long, man. I thought, like you said, it's supposed to cut off.
Well, we missed you guys so much that we couldn't. The time just obviously got away from us, but it was all good because we enjoyed every second of it. So, you know.
Absolutely. We miss y'all immensely. We can't wait till we can get out there and perform for you again. Look for all the stuff that we're talking about because it's coming soon. Go on www.umc.tv. They still have a free trial. You get a 7-day trial. Actually, wasn't there a link where they can get a longer trial, Johnny? Do you have that?
But I think there is a link for that though.
Yeah, there was a link somewhere in there where we were supposed to shout it out so that they can get it's like a 30-day free trial. They needed it. I forgot what it was, man.
I think so. Yeah.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to post that, man. I'll try to post it tomorrow or post it later on because I can't remember it off the top of my head for some reason. But yeah, there is a link where you can do a 30-day free trial instead of just the 7. You can watch it over and over again. And don't forget to tell a friend to jump on in and check it out. You know, let people know how y'all feeling about it. That's one of those things that it's just another part of the NE family, you know. The legacy of NE out here keeping it going while we figure out what we're gonna do as a team. Yeah, shout out to HBCUs. They've been hooking me up, making sure that the word is out. I love y'all, man. Stay strong. Keep doing y'all's thing, and I'll be doing something with them soon as well. So Johnny, I think there's a code. I think that might be one of the codes. HBCU 30. Yeah, somebody's posting it up. Is that what it is? It's only 7 days right now, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. HU 30, HBCU 30, or TSR 30. It's saying either one of those could get you the free trial for it. So y'all want to check that out, man, and spread that word around. Let people get the free trial on it. Check out what's going on. They got a nice little lineup of stuff on there that I didn't even know was on there until I went on there to see my stuff. And I started trying to watch some more of the things. And they're going to be coming with more. My man Isaac is putting together more vibes. Closer Look is their new show on UMC. And he's going to be putting other things together. So keep it together. Don't just get rid of it after you finish doing the hearing the documentary. Check out some of the other stuff they got on there. They're really trying to build up the lineup, you know, and get more artists to get in there. Johnny needs to do one. I agree. He needs to get his story out there and tell about it too, man. Be a great place to do it.
I only paid $750 for my taxes. I ain't doing that.
Somebody said, I'm finna go smoke a joint and watch it right now, man. You might be Ain't nothing nice, baby. What?
Uh-huh.
You got You're gonna get his herbal healing on and watch some of this stuff that we done been through. Good luck. That's what it is, man. Again, we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, checking out the takeover. Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill, UMC takeover. It's been real. I want to thank UMC for allowing us to take over the spot right now and doing so many wonderful things to get the word out. They put together a list of things, man, that has really helped pump up what we're doing right now. They didn't play with it. You know, a lot of times you can't take people's word for that these days, that they're gonna really pump it up. It might have been something y'all never heard about except for me talking about it, but they really put together the right squad and the right thing to get it going. Juanita Marty, you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. I love you. It's always supporting. It's a big, huge Riz Rider. Low Key Lady 3, Lady Scorpio 562, you know? Choose pieces on there. Yeah, thanking UMC. I appreciate that. Miss Prissy Press says Johnny with a bunch of hearts. You know what I mean? We
Wow.
love you. We really love you. Merlin Kirk, mwah. Kia, mwah. Rosie from the Shy. That's all the Riz Riders, man. We love y'all. The Riz Riders and the JG Roses is in the building. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out. Until the next time, y'all. It's
Yes,
Johnny, it's Ralph Tresvant, and my man's, what's your name, Prez?
I'm Prez. Who, me? The Prez?
The Prez.
That's right, the Prez, right there. I'm not just the Prez and running for Prez, but I'm the president of R&B. You know, everybody has their own title. I'm the Prez of R&B, and I will hold it down and continue to carry on the legacy for all of us. Y'all keep and stay tuned, because me and Ralph, we might do this again really soon. So look out for it, where we can just talk to you guys and hang out and have a good time. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. All y'all. Love y'all, man. I see you out there ski. Lil Ski's in the building. Cuddy Mac finger in the air, baby.
Cuddy Mack in the
Hold it.
building.
Yeah, he's in the building. I see him in there, man.
That's all. That's
We
all.
love you, man. Till the next time, keep it locked. And make sure y'all go check out the documentary and look for all these new projects, including the new NE project soon. All right, y'all. One love.
One love. All right, how do we close out?
How to close it up. Where's it at? I'm trying to shut it down. I got Johnny out of there. Uh-huh. Figure out how to shut it off in a minute. Is it right here? Lord, Lord, teach me my name on my old school.